I am the Lazy Girl from the Lazy Girl world, and if you have never been here before, hello, nice to see you. And if you have been here before, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you for joining me once again. Whether you have or you have not been here before, if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and do that now, okay? I'm trying to bring you guys quality content. I'm called the Lazy Girl world, but right now it's looking like the Lazy Girl block, okay? Not even the city block, because there's more people on the city block. Maybe like, well, it's more like the Lazy Girl cul-de-sac, and I'm trying to be a world. Okay, you understand? We're trying to be a world. So there's more, there's more people in the world than that subscribe to my channel. So help me get to, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, okay? I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of June, okay? By the end of June, I want 100 subscribers. So please help me get to that. Go ahead and subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. All right, share the video. I know y'all don't be sharing videos. Go ahead and share. Now, I had the privilege of watching Cruella, went to the drive-in theater, and I'm gonna tell you, is it worth watching? And honestly, yeah, I mean, maybe, you know, you could watch it for, so let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. So one of the things that really stood out was the music in this movie. It was there, it was prevalent, you were always aware of it, okay? The songs were really good. Maybe there was one time where the song, I was like, what in the world does this have to do with anything? But for the most part, it was really good. Like, it really helped to pull your emotions in, it really helped to connect the story, and you know, it gave everyone a theme song essentially, and like you could hear it the whole time, and maybe there were a couple of times where it was kind of like in the background and you couldn't really tell if there was music or not, you know, very much not aware of it. But the majority of the time there was music, it was loud, you could hear it, and it was great. It actually was great. Even the story itself was, as you know, or maybe you didn't know, this live action Cruella movie is supposed to be an origin story of sorts. So this has been the year of origin stories, or last year has been the year of origin stories, or whatever. They've been liking to do origin stories. And what better one to do it than on Cruella? Because in 101 Dalmatians, we really don't understand why she's mad at Dalmatians, hate Dalmatians, is trying to make fur coats out of Dalmatians. Which is horrible, because you can't really, like, you can't take the coat off of a dog. You really would have to, you know, kill the dog to take the coat. So it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. So it's a great origin story to have. And so was this a good story? Yeah, it was a good story. But do I feel like it was a Cruella origin story? No. I felt like this movie could have been anybody. It just happened to have the name Cruella. It just happened to have a couple Dalmatians in it. I think it kind of falls into the trap of Wonder Woman 1984. And if you see my Wonder Woman 1984 review video, then you know what my problem was with it. We got Cheetah, and then we got Cheetah taken away. So we got a fake villain, or a real villain, then we got the villain taken away. So it was kind of a fake villain. That's kind of my problem with this. They kind of let it go there, and then they were like, you know what, how about not? And so it doesn't really connect to 101 Dalmatians in a very seamless way, because how do we get from what we have made her at the end of this movie to the villain in 101 Dalmatians? And that's why I say it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. We could have had, this movie could have been called Married, and it would have been a good movie still, you know? It would have been a good movie still. It could have been set in Australia, and it still would have been a good movie. You know, but it just didn't go all the way. It's almost like an origin story for them to retell the 101 Dalmatians story, which is fine. You know, that's a fine thing. But it was kind of misleading in my mind for it to be marketed as this origin story to 101 Dalmatians. But if you change something pivotal, it is no longer the origin story to the original cartoon that we got, you know, 20 years ago. So that's why I say, you can see it if you want to. It is a good movie. You can see it if you want to. But if you are looking for, you know, a prequel to 101 Dalmatians, this is not going to be the movie for you, okay? It'll be a good introduction for, you know, the younger generation to 101 Dalmatians. but it's just not what you're going to be looking for. And it definitely wasn't what I was looking for. It was good. It was a good movie. It just wasn't what I was looking for. So, you know, it's $30 on Disney Plus, you know, get the premiere access. If, like I said, if you're looking for that, ooh, this is a prequel, this is an origin story to 101 Dalmatians, I can have all of them, this isn't it. So you can spend the money, but this is not it. To get back to some other good parts about it, this is a kid's movie, so there is no cussing. No cuss is in this movie. And that's great. I mean, there were a lot of kids there. So you're taking your kids here. You're not trying to have your kids hearing any curse words. This is Disney. So not even the smaller words where people are like, it's not really a curse word. No, there were none of those, okay? None of those. Maybe like idiot. They may have said idiot. You know, just be on the lookout for that word. But no cussing in it. I feel like the moral of the story is, okay, deal with your grief, people. Deal with your grief. Things happen. Y'all don't want to deal with it. Just go ahead and deal with it. Or else you will turn out how Cruella in this movie almost turned out. Okay, so just go ahead and deal with it. So like I said, is it worth watching? As far as it being an origin story for 101 Dalmatians, no, I don't feel like it's worth watching. But if you are just looking for a movie to watch, you know, go ahead, give it a whirl. You know, you might want to wait until, you know, it's free on Disney Plus. But you know, that's totally up to you. So like I said, if you made it this far, subscribe. I have a Lazy Girl cul-de-sac, and I'm trying to get a Lazy Girl world. 100 subscribers by the end of June. Help me get there, please. Okay, help me grow this channel. I will see you guys next time. Bye.